It's lovely to be here today in Kamloops. I want to start off by acknowledging that I'm here today on the traditional territory of the Kamloops, Secwepemc people's territory, and really appreciate everyone for being here today. I want to start off by thanking the amazing people that we have here that are working at the Fire Service Center. On behalf of all British Columbians, I think we're so incredibly proud of the work that they have all been doing through some of the most challenging years in BC's history, and I want to raise my hands and say thank you to all of them for the work that they've been doing. I've been traveling through the interior for the last few days talking about BC's economic recovery. Canada is now starting to recover, but BC is leading that economic recovery. In fact, just here in this region alone, we have 3,400 more people working right now than we did prior to the pandemic, which shows how resilient British Columbia is, but also that all the supports and the financial supports, the highest per capita supports for people and businesses that we've provided have actually made a real difference in our economic recovery. That being said, part of the travels across the province is talking to people about our Stronger BC economic plan, a plan that sets a path for us for 10, 15 years down into the future, taking the learnings that we've found through the fires, through the pandemic, the flooding, the heat domes, all the learnings that we've taken and putting it at the core of our economic plan. Whether that's the connectivity announcement we made, which is closing the digital divide across the province by 2027, whether it's the investments we're making in supporting our small businesses, all of these things are critical for us as we move forward. But one of the key pillars of the Stronger BC economic plan is building resilient communities. We know that for a long time people have been saying climate change is coming. Well, we know now that climate change is here, and we are dealing with the impacts of climate change. The people here have been dealing with that for the last few years, but years in advance. And I know from the conversations I've been having with people here in Kamloops that the experience from the fires last year is still front and center of people's minds, and a lot of them are thinking about what happens now, what's coming next. And that's why the announcement we're making around having our fire service and having full-time fire service here with a $145 million announcement that was part of our Stronger BC plan and our budget 2022, which goes a long way to ensure that we have the people ready to go, not only to deal with crisis when it emerges, but also do that important work, which is preparing our communities, ensuring that we're fire resilient or prepared to mitigate any future fires, but also on the back end, supporting communities when there are incidences that happen. We've learned a lot. Every year we learn a lot, and we continue to improve. But having the full year of fire service now is permanent with $145 million will prepare our communities for impacts that we're expecting, given climate change is something that we're having to live with.